The mics are blood clot open. Check, check, check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late. Episode 203. The mics are open. My name is G Money.
Andy Young.
Ashley.
Big C.
How you guys doing?
We're good. And Panda.
Panda's back here.
Panda. We forgot about Panda last week.
Haven't you guys noticed anything?
Do you know what
You hear who this?
We'll talk to you in a minute in your hair. Do you know where
No,
Panda was?
actually
Well-
not.
Panda was by the river.
Oh man.
By the river. Wow.
Sorry.
You really thought about that?
Sorry.
You gotta do it with the Jamaica Panda River.
Panda River.
More
Panda Bank.
interestingly, before we started recording the podcast, someone in the background said something when Ashley and Calvin were at it. I don't even remember exactly what we were talking about, but he said something along the lines of, now this comment, this is such firstborn tendencies or only child
Right.
tendencies.
Between these two.
Yeah.
I don't act like an only child though.
And that's the thing, because Ashley says she doesn't act like the only child.
He knows he does.
No, but I'm not an only child.
To your mom,
So your mom, you
Bro. No.
you have another sibling from your mom?
from the dad.
Yeah.
From your mom?
So double,
Bro, listen,
double
I'm not, listen,
Yo, we had a deal.
Sorry, I'm done.
you know, like
done.
I'm actually going to say it. I think the funniest dad joke is actually that one from last week. Shago Nativenant, he posted it on social. Bro, every single time I've watched it, I've died. Like I've died,
You can't
I've
accept
died.
it now.
You can't fucking... Do you know that level of commitment? Fam, that shit is funny.
This guy was up in the
You
morning.
know, listen, I don't know why you blocked that guy. That guy has a career in trolling. I want to know who he
Blocked
is.
him.
You've unblocked him.
I've blocked him. He stays blocked forever. Purgatory.
Oh gosh.
What's going on, guys?
I'm chill.
Fam.
What happened? Nothing. Oh!
Whoa.
It's a lie. Already.
Sunday, 1 a.m. Tossing and turning. You know how Monday you're a bit anxious. I wake up, I see a tweet. A guy has tweeted a picture of a man sleeping next to his dog. And he's like, Calvin, we don't expect any less.
Wow.
So I took it upon myself.
To sleep with your dog.
Oh
Sorry.
my God.
Sorry, you said it like...
This is starting so well.
Sorry, my bad. Let's not start. Let's
No, let's go.
Let's
keep
go.
keep the same energy.
I have my
Password,
medicine.
bro.
Let me
Yeah.
see.
You know, here's the thing. My dog's a dude. Oops.
Wait, that's the only concern you have, that your dog is a
No,
dude?
but me and my dog have slept
Not
together
that
before.
It's an actual dog. Come on, man. Come on.
Wow. You're toxic.
Yo.
Wrap it up right now.
So anyway, I've got footage of me and my dog.
We don't want to see that, bro.
Yeah.
That's not our category,
So-
man.
That was 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
So that's me and the dog, as you guys can see.
Fam. That dog don't even know his name, bro.
Like, look at that level of excitement.
But I got
Because it hasn't
excited.
seen you in years.
That's how you rack around your dad. Sorry, my bad. Stop, G, stop. Right.
So yeah,
Give Biggie
I'll
the
give Biggie the video. Yeah. Yeah, man.
First of all, I wanted to just
That looked so forced. I've never seen such
Oh
badly
hell
done
no.
PR.
No. I was like coming from the office. I was like, these motherfuckers need to respect my name. Like,
No, it was planned. You can hear mommy dog in the background going like, okay, we've started.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just
You
pet
have
the
a
dog.
bright future in politics, Calvin.
pick up the
A
dog
bright
now.
future in politics.
I
tell
can
you
agree.
that.
Yeah,
I can
101.
agree. I
I
can
tell you
agree.
that for real, bro.
But yeah, anyway, it was just to clear because there's a lot of people invested.
Bro, we live in a crazy country. Like, we live in a crazy country. So, at the time of us recording this, I just want to applaud Kenyans on Twitter. Kenyans on Twitter, I want to give you guys a round of applause because you guys can pivot from stories at the speed of a bullet.
Yeah.
Facts.
Bro,
DCI.
Bro, I woke up this morning or, yesterday morning and the big story was an alleged tape sex tape with a CAS. So we don't know if it's true or not. I'm not really getting into that. I'm not interested, right? Fam, less than 5 minutes later, it was Miss Trudy. Miss Trudy is
that chick with the thingy.
The chick with the airport
situation, yeah.
Is she from Kenya?
She is.
You come from Coast.
Right, she's from Coast. Yeah. Now, that story was very interesting to me because it was interesting to me because I don't know who doesn't know you can't film
In an airport.
Funny enough, Mombasa airport. We've been there, right?
Yeah.
As you get in, there's a yellow ugly ass thing that
tells
says
you.
prohibited, like it's there.
Not only that, you know what's the worst thing about that whole thing? And as you guys know, because we've used the airport severally, bruh, it's one of the most quietest airports in Nairobi.
Yeah.
You see, if you start filming in JKA or you start filming around there, there's a chance that nobody might see you because it's so busy.
Yeah.
But in Mombasa, with one flight every half an hour, one flight an hour, obviously, them man is looking for things to do.
You know the worst part is she made a big deal out of nothing because the guy was actually telling her, scoot over. Like, you're in the entrance, just move over there and do it there. Then she went fucking ballistic.
But,
Clout.
but here's the thing. So the thing about it is, it's like, if you're a content creator, and obviously even in journalism, you know, you're taught you can't doorstep people, you can't do this. In journalism, you know that, right?
Yeah,
But here's
ethics.
the thing.
And morals.
In a funny kind of way, she's won.
Yo,
Because
the interaction.
whatever she was filming, she planned to get views, right?
At the end of the day.
She's got views.
She has.
And people, I didn't know.
We're talking about it
I
now.
did.
Yeah,
know we're
and
talking-
I had never heard of her until that situation.
But you know what was
Same
crazy?
here.
I think I kind of had the same thought as you. I think maybe at about 11 today, I was just going through the trends, right? And I was like, so there was maize at some point. There was demonstrations coming back. There was Eid, breaking of the Nini. And now there was also, what do you call it?
The sex tape.
Sex tape. Bro, like it was... It
Boom,
was
boom,
like
boom, boom,
it
boom.
was like this is hot. Goes up, goes up. You know, like a musical chart,
stock exchange.
kind of thing. But you know when, and I sent it to you guys on WhatsApp, and I was like, "Fam, this country is not my home." Is when Mike Sonko took to Twitter, posted a sex tape link to verify that this video is
Was
not
not
of the said
person.
CAS. Fam, you're a former governor. Everybody follows you. You've dropped the link to the actual, real.
You know,
I have a career outside politics.
but
Fam,
I'm versatile.
yo,
I'm
do you
versatile.
know how many
That's
people
my
follow
CV.
this guy?
But the crazy thing about it is, and this is what I love about Twitter DCI, they were like, hey, hold on, this website that is posted is a subscription website.
Yep.
So for you to get the video,
Bro, even-
You have to be
even better
subscribed.
yet, They discredited the defense because they said this is not that video. We have skimmed through the whole video. One, these are two different dresses that
The lady is wearing, yeah.
No, is wearing, and we have skimmed through the whole video, and we don't have this particular shot in the photo. So DCI was working way over
Extra
The
time.
devil
Yo.
works hard, but Twitter DCI.
Extra.
Okay, yeah, your girl works hard, the devil works hard.
Wow.
Twitter DCI.
But did you see? Did you
Damn.
see the views on that thing?
was
Mad
wild.
views, right? But you know, here's the thing: if you told Kenyans on Twitter, look for the place where I can get cheap maize, they probably wouldn't.
yeah.
But that sex tape,
Bro,
What?
I was on air, and before I'd even seen the even seen the tape, Tonio Gibbs was like, "Yo, by the way, you've seen the video?" Then I said, "No, it's been." He goes, "It's on Telegram." Bro, Telegram is like Google for anything bad.
your Telegram,
Telegram
is
is
the
for
one.
everything. What do you
Am
mean?
I the only one? Like,
No, you can't do this. You guys are the ones who introduced me
I
to
know,
Telegram.
but bro, we took you to level 1. Apparently, there's a level 5 of Telegram that I didn't know about.
Central, and then
it's-
you left me there. Come
Andy
on,
once
man.
said it. One morning he was like, "Yo, am I about to commit?" Remember when you giving us that story? There was a leak of something, and then they were like, "Here's the link, Telegram." And then you looked at it, were like, Am I ready?
Bro, I still contemplate it, man. So
Yeah.
there's Shodi I follow on IG. I didn't know that that's what she did until one time I saw a thirst trap and I was like, did I just see what I saw? So I'm looking at it. Then I look at the stories and there's an actual link to a Telegram group that she has. It's like OnlyFans, but now I think it's freely accessible. So what she does is she teases on her social media. You know what time it is. So you
Send
go
it
to the
over.
group.
Yeah.
And every day that group is growing, bro.
What?
I checked it today morning. So you click the link. It will have to take you all the way to the group. Now you expose your name, your number,
Everything.
and
It's mad.
Telegram announces to the whole universe that
Who
you
you
are.
are.
There, yeah.
Yo.
So I was like, as much as I wanna, for research purposes.
Oh,
I
yeah,
really
yeah,
wanted
for
to
sure.
see. But then for real, I wanted to see how Kenyan content creators at that level operate. But if this was the price that I had to pay for that, I was like, it's not worth
It's
it
not
yet.
enough.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy? True story, no fiction, right? You know how Twitter, there's actually a lot of nudes that come up.
Oh, yeah.
A lot, right? So one time I see, and I just click on it, right? And this baby said $4 for the rest of the month. It's a discount. So I'm like, let me click on it. So it takes me to OnlyFans, right? So I'm like, $4
And
for
then
the
it's locked.
next.
You can't see nothing.
You can't lock, right? So I'm like,
Yeah.
$4. But now for me, true story, I was like, if I go into it, it's nothing that is not far from a free porn website, right? But
How
for
badly do
me,
you wanna see
what
it?
is actually crazy, yo, let me tell you guys how I was ready to commit that $4
Right.
was to see
What's behind the wall?
what's behind the wall, like to see how we can actually put the mics behind a paywall. Like I was thinking from
Right.
such a business
Well,
perspective. I was
honestly,
like, how would it work? What?
I
So you went to
really-
OnlyFans and thought about
I
how.
actually, then I was
us
like,
guys could be
$4
there.
for that shit. I was like, nah.
Okay, so genuine question. How
Damn.
can how,
Actually, this guy has plans for you.
Yeah,
I can tell you that for a fact.
No, but
Calvin
actually-
has big plans for you.
I have plans for me. Don't worry about it. We can team up.
I'm glad you brought this up. How can a man make money on OnlyFans?
Oh, it's possible, by the way.
Tell me.
I mean, you gotta show some dick though. Show us the
That's
nuts.
it?
Well, okay, how I'd approach it right now, I'd get a babe who's already there and go like, or a babe who is in there. Like, say, let me take Ashley as an
So
example.
like an
'cause
influencer
she's
collaboration.
Exactly, because she's more likely to get more money than me at the moment if we
Right.
start at the same time. Because I mean, she's a woman.
Yeah.
Not many
Yeah, of
people are
course.
gonna be rushing to my OnlyFans to check me out, but more people are gonna be checking her out. So I'm like, let's collab and then break the bread. So we decide on
Right.
the percentages.
And actually, funny enough, a lot of people on OnlyFans do that. Like there are a lot of not that I'm on OnlyFans like that, but there are a lot of collaborations with like OnlyFans, people who have OnlyFans accounts. So
Yeah.
you'll see the content on. It's almost like the collaboration on Instagram.
Right.
The way,
Yeah.
the way you tag the person and then it shows up on both your accounts.
Yes.
So you can automatically go to this other person's account, and in the middle of teasing that, he'll tease other things that he's done. So of course you're gonna be like, okay, I'm curious
Rabbit
to see
hole.
exactly.
So
now
guys,
you check that out and you're like, what more do you have?
social
Yeah.
experiment,
So
guys.
no, wait. Before we get there, because this is research. So on OnlyFans, yeah, if I subscribe to Ashley's account, do I subscribe to the service or to each individual account?
Ashley.
To their
Oh,
account.
wow. So if I want to go to Ashley's account and somebody else, it's two different.
Yeah.
So hence I'm
So
saying
you find your
we should
favorites, line them up, run them
pay.
out.
Dun.
Yeah.
And
So 'cause
also,
she was
wait,
like $4.
Before we move on, also on some content you can actually buy like a specific image or video. So you don't necessarily have to subscribe to the individual, or they might have a free subscription, but then each and every content that they have, you pay for that individual.
Damn.
Because when I was looking
Really?
at that, it
And then it
said
teases.
for $4, it even said you get to chat with them.
With the individual,
With the
yeah.
individual. So I
Right.
thought about it. I was like, your mics are open. We really shoot one episode for the social experiment. We put it on OnlyFans. Guys pay like $1. See how much we can make.
You know,
Should try that,
funny
actually.
enough,
We should.
Because
it's
they
also
won't
on
know what they're
Snapchat.
coming to see.
Exactly.
Until they see what.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I was like, yo, why not? Because we should. We should. Like record
And by the way,
premium.
we'd be the first podcast to have
Exactly.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, because you see,
Oh,
OnlyFans
this
is for
better be
content.
Good.
It's for content. I mean, we can do the podcast like what, shirtless or something.
I think this is how Neville can come
I
back
mean,
in.
I feel like shirtless is different for
Fam,
me.
you're saving us, bro.
Speaking about shirtless, I saw a tweet earlier this week. Let me get this tweet up. You know, this is just a conversation. And for everyone who's wondering what's in this, it's
Happy juice.
Ganja tea.
it's herbal medicine.
Happy
that
tea.
looks like the bottle that Chronix carries around every time. And he never lets go of that bottle.
Hey, I can tell you
Very
why.
I will
Very
understand.
sus.
I can tell you why.
Very sus. What's
So-
in Chronix's bottle?
Right.
That's the question.
So there was a young lady today, earlier today on Twitter. Shout out to her name is Eve Minor, right? And her status on Twitter, she said that gym guys are eating your girls because they have the body and physique your girls are attracted to. It is deep-rooted in biology. How about dedicating 2 hours every day in the gym and start working on those small arms and chest you have instead of crying online? Yo, I love it.
Wow.
I love it. It's body shaming, but hey, I love it, right? So she says, or you can remain the way you are and get a girl that will love you anyway. But trust me, every time a well-built guy passes by,
yeah.
she will turn.
Oh, yes.
Somebody responded, you can't change hoes. And then she replied, even non-hoes want a man with a great physique alongside money. I have never heard a woman saying she wants a small, broke guy. They just compromise. The same guy replies, women don't know what they want.
Oh,
She
wow.
replies, in terms of the trait of a man, yes, but the attraction is universal. Big, well-built, masculine men, no woman is confused about that. Let me tell you, she has opened a can of worms. This guy says, if she a hoe, she will cheat on you with someone well-built in the pocket. Someone well-built in the pocket with a big belly. Women don't know what they want. She says, but if you have the body and the money, where will she go? You become irreplaceable. And it goes on and on and on and on and on.
So
Fam,
is this the part
She
you said
clearly
discuss?
doesn't know about the side of the internet
Right.
where women fuss about skinny niggas.
right.
Oh, yo.
There's a part of the internet that's like that?
Fam,
Yeah.
Since we're talking
our whole
about that,
side,
right?
yeah.
Random tweet I saw on Twitter. Chick goes like, I don't know, there's some university thing I follow where people tweet randomly. Says, hey, I'm fucking with this nigga who's got a 10-inch dick and it's painful. But he's rich.
Right.
I've had to go back to my ex who's got a smaller dick and I like it.
Wow.
It happens, bro.
No, but actually, you know.
Because some babes will see
Big dick money!
No.
You have everything, but you think you have everything.
Bro!
Until somebody
Yo,
asks you
the
why.
comments.
Why?
Why?
are you acting like
Yo,
that?
the
Why?
comments.
Yeah.
Never has a big dick nigga with money been supported. Guys were like, cause you's a hoe. You can't fucking communicate.
You know, I saw-
Guys were like, a bit of communication could help you. Tell him, yo, pack that shit 6 in.
Yeah, at the 6-inch mark, you don't go beyond that.
Well,
Oh my God.
If I've got a limo,
Damn.
In my own,
pack it outside.
Sasa
You know what I
mimi
mean?
nitoka pale bedroom na Marcus.
well, in my own experience,
In your own experience, tell us.
Ah, shit. Yo,
Tell us.
you can leave the door open.
Don't have the facilities for that big man.
I'm just kidding. I mean, what I found interesting about, well, even in this conversation and the previous one,
Yeah.
is that how people seem to think there's a one size all formula.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah.
For people, as in, woman sees man who's well built, it's a wrap.
The glory.
And that doesn't really work like that.
I mean, I'll tell you this. There is an attraction to well-built men.
I agree with that.
There's a very big attraction. Let me tell you, even me in the gym while I'm mid-dying, and I see a fine body walking by, I will...
Life suddenly.
What? I
You
will
can breathe
stop
now.
and look. I won't even stop, but I will definitely look. There's a very big attraction to well-built men. Mainly the arms. Oh my God.
And
God,
to add on
the
to
arms.
that, the very same way you can have your wife or your girlfriend.
Finished.
Yeah, you love them so much, but if a big bunda just walks right
Bro,
next
this is what I'm saying to you. This is
You
how I
better-
know.
Baby,
this,
I love you, but-
bro, this is how I know that like women are on A levels and men are on primary school exams.
What do you mean?
Listen, think about it.
Yeah.
For a man, what he's attracted to is so basic.
No, yeah.
It's so
You
basic.
can't disrespect it like that. No.
No, when I say basic, listen, let me explain myself. It's like
You better.
Yeah.
Let me explain
You
myself.
better explain
So
yourself.
a man, there's a man like Austin who likes a big ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are some men.
Big booty.
There are
Big
some men.
bunda.
No, there are some men who like to see that petite thing. There are some men who like to see, but it's also.
They like the Samsung foldable.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, but there are some people like so everyone has. It's a very simple.
Basically,
definition.
like for the kids who are watching, there's guys who like Macintosh. You know those big things, computers, Austin, right? You said you like what? You like your iPads, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
There's some people.
But
Who
What
like,
did
I
Austin
think
do?
I think also men don't know what they want.
No, wait.
So
I
wait,
want to finish this point.
no.
No, before no, that's a whole
Can I
other
finish?
argument. Let
Yeah, let me
you
finish.
Okay,
So the point I'm
finish.
trying to make is right. So like so a man will look at a woman and say, okay, I like this because of that. Simple, very, very, very clear, very definitive.
Yeah.
Y'all have this
It's
physique,
hard, man.
money, this, that, 99 different things that you expect a man to be at the same time in order for. Whereas us guys will be like, wow.
Did you see?
Did you see that? You know, a man.
But you know,
Fam.
but you know,
it.
bro. Let me tell you, bro. Like for me, that big body Ben's body. Fam, if
Why
you
you
no, like I'm being honest, right? See, you said men don't know
No,
what they
and I'll
want.
tell you why.
But,
Go
I'll
on.
tell you this, bro. Like, fam, imagine having a big body Benz that doesn't have an operating system.
Sasa umeleta extras.
Those are
Umeleta extras
As in,
sasa wewe.
you can even peleka DT Dobi there like, mzee hakuna kitu.
But gari safi man.
Bro, they're like, but it's a good car.
Yeah.
You'll get tired of driving that.
Speaking about
You
cars,
can't even sell this
can
thing.
you lend me $1 million shillings?
1,900,000.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we took after the pod.
Okay.
Can I have 250? Why?
Let me tell you. So I went car shopping this week.
150.
I went car shopping this week, right? So I'm selling my car, as it's all over the internet, so everyone knows that.
Yeah.
So I'm selling my car, right? Bro, I was looking for like an X3 because just because of off the ground,
off the
right?
ground,
Yeah.
So boom, how do I walk into a showroom and see the sexiest
Oh,
X5?
ooh.
But it's out of my budget, so hence I need $1 million shillings with no interest. I know you got it as well, but I'm asking
Would
him.
you-
'cause I'm building
Amen.
longer.
Would you lend
Amen.
him 1M without interest?
See, it's an investment. It will be back. Yeah.
Eventually.
But you know what? Like, I know about that story. Fam, I was like, X5, X3.
But the new X3 is nice.
No, like for G. I'm not even thinking about me. Me, I have no issues about
For those
cars.
who like cars, this is the car segment.
Like this is for me. Like I was like, so G where he is right now and everything.
No.
I was like, X5 is good. Then I thought about it. I was like, but this nigga don't even go out of town.
But that's,
Oh, yeah.
bro, that's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Do you know Katzo said the same thing to me today? She's like, you went out there yesterday to buy an X3, right? But now your head's been turned by the X5. She goes, nigga, you don't even leave Nairobi.
Yeah.
But
And so what?
Exactly.
To stand in
so
that
it was
extreme.
with me. So
There's bumps
It's
in
an
this Nairobi,
experience.
But
bro.
wait, do you know what I thought about it? I said, you know what? So for all of my life, I've been not all of my life, but a lot of my life I've been financially responsible.
Frugal.
So, not frugal, but responsible, right? It's like logic dictates that I get an X3 because it's a suburban SUV, and I'm in the BMW family. So don't tell me about Mercedes and this and this and this and this. I'm BMW, right?
No offense taken, but it's okay.
Yeah, logic dictates that I get a BMW X3 because it's what I need, right? But then I said to myself, after all these years of being logical, right?
Yeah.
Why not?
And
Why
the-
not?
Logical.
The only logic I know is a rapper, bro. Screw everything else.
Also, if you want it, why not?
It's pretty, man.
It's a pretty car, but for me, honestly, how I looked at it was like, okay, cool. So the X5, beautiful car. What's that? That's triple
Yeah, I'll leave it when I'm going out for
triple
dates.
turbo something. The power, everything's like super amazing, sunroof and all of that. But for me to be honest, like I get you, it's a beautiful car and everything. But for me, the last point was, are you really going to experience it the way you should? But in real sense, is, you can come back and have this conversation about BMWs. Are you really going to be driving, are you going to be running your X5 through the Mara? No. You can't.
See what I learned, and another thing I learned yesterday.
Yeah.
Sorry to take this to the cars, but what I learned yesterday. Yesterday I drove an X1. I drove
The new X1, right?
The
Looks
new
good,
X1.
eh?
The new X1 is actually
the
quite
big
nice.
bumper,
The big one, yeah.
Yeah,
It's actually
the big
quite
rear.
nice.
Yeah.
The only thing is, it's not as premium as like
X3,
my
X5.
5 Series, right?
Yeah.
I drove the X1. I was impressed, bro. I drove a Discovery.
Oh.
Bro, do you remember? Did you remember when I had the Discovery?
Oh, yeah,
Was that before the time? Remember when I had it?
Disco, yeah.
Bro,
The one they gave to Thingy.
I don't think I could ever drive a Discovery again.
Why?
That shit felt like work, bro. It's
heavy.
actually work. That is like
What was this? Disco?
it was
Disco
a
4?
Discovery 4 HSD. Yeah, it was nice still.
Wow, no
Yeah.
BMW make God.
And then also, I looked at an X3, but all of a sudden after seeing the X5, the X3 was like, it's alright, I guess.
Bro, you can't unsee it, man.
I can't unsee
you
it, bro.
can't unsee it.
Anyway,
No, before it's not a coincidence we're here, but it might seem like a coincidence. Before we move away from cars, I don't know if you there's a story I've dropped in the group about some guy who was receiving a lot of flack on the internet because he let his 11-year-old son drive his 18-wheeler. Like, he's been teaching him how to drive, so he lets him drive in between drops.
How old?
11-year-old.
I got a story about. I got a story.
Why
18,
not? 'Cause
why not?
What
I agree.
11-year-old doesn't want to drive a car?
Yo, fuck that.
What do you mean?
18 wheeler.
Yeah.
No.
Why?
Can I explain?
Why not?
I agree with you.
What do you mean?
I agree with Andy. When
How
I
you
was-
gonna- so
no,
now-
I agree with
now-
Andy.
So now on the internet, it's become a question of, is this irresponsible parenting or excellent parenting?
Let me tell you,
I'm with excellent.
when I was growing up in Jamaica, right, there's a guy, his name was Mikey Johnson. So Mikey's dad's name was Charles. So they had a wrecking service. Now, that's what we call tow trucks, right? So he had like loads of we call them wreckers in Jamaica, tow trucks, right? But probably like the ones you get from America. He had flatbeds, all of these things. Very successful business. He had the contract with the police force, so whenever there was an accident, he was the guy who went and moved the stuff. They were like rich. In my hood. They had like, they were rich. Fam, Mikey was driving wreckers, tow trucks from I was in high school.
High school's okay.
Yeah, Mikey, I'm talking about young high school, like
Okay.
15, 14 high school. Mikey would come to my house on the way to go and pick up a car somewhere.
And
Because
tell you
for
you're
us, it was
welcome.
kids to jump on the back and go on the tow truck to go and get
yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Mikey was an excellent driver. And when Mikey didn't go to my school originally, but we got him, and that's another story. We got him into school because he wasn't the sharpest guy. He got kicked out, but yeah, he wasn't the sharpest
He was a good
guy.
driver,
Yeah.
though.
But he's a
Exactly.
driver.
Yeah.
Bro, we're in the equivalent. I don't know what the equivalent is over here, but we were in third form, which I guess we are third form. We're about 15. Bro,
That's like from 2.
2.
yeah. Mikey drives to school. Mikey has a VW Beetle back in those days. Big sound, bright orange. Mikey picks me up every morning to go to school, bro. Who the fuck was cool like us? That is real parenting, right?
It's
there.
one that.
I'll tell you this as well. I started driving. I used to drive tractors when I was like 10 because I lived in a family farm, right? The first time I actually got on the road, I think I was like 15. Manual carb. My daddy was like a three-door Pajero. I literally got on the highway the first time when I was, I think, 14, 15. Driving an actual car on the not a busy highway, but also my dad used to do this thing where he makes us drive at night.
Right.
So he makes me drive around town, and this is how I kind of got
That's genius.
acclimated to town.
Yeah, man.
Makes me literally drive around town and know this. You don't go this way. This is what this building is called. This is what this building is called, and drive all the way back to Thika Road. I started driving at 14, 15.
And if anyone,
excellent.
Tractors at
For
like
me,
10,
for me,
11.
14, 15, I don't have a problem. 10, 11, yo, focus, man.
Why not?
Yo,
Why not?
get your, what do you call it? What
Let's
do you get it?
finish, honey.
Your,
there's a little bit in there.
get your
So good.
Get
Sorry.
your motor skills right. You know what I'm saying? Bro, at 10, 11, you guys saw the other day, what was it, Mombasa Road? The parent who was stopped because the kid was driving and the younger daughter was even.
Yeah, but my thing is like, end of the day, like, this is life.
Mombasa Road.
No,
bro.
but this is my thing is
the issue is Mombasa Road for you.
my thing about is this is
yeah,
life.
Being responsible with it.
Yeah, for me,
Yeah.
doing like the other day, my daughter was like,
Good, huh?
So
my
good.
daughter was like, hey, can you let me drive in the compound? I was like, okay, but I'll, hold or whatever with you. You know what I mean? I'm okay with
That's
that.
a bonding moment.
That's a bonding moment. But this whole thing, you guys are telling me 11, 18 wheeler, bro, trailers. Come
But
on,
see,
you guys,
no,
let's have some fucking common
by
sense.
the time he's letting him drive on the highway or any other busy road,
He knows he's good enough.
he's capable of
Yo,
doing
18
it.
wheeler guy.
And
Bro,
you're there.
exactly, you're
with him.
there.
Ah, hell no.
Why do you think? Let me tell you, you make great drivers like this. I'm sure Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen were
Lewis
driving.
Hamilton, yeah. When
see,
you
let
watch
me
his documentary, he
finish.
was driving at that young
He was
age.
driving at the
but he
age
was
of
in a
8.
controlled circuit.
It's fine, but then that's what I'm saying. Promise you, Lewis would have probably been able to drive an 11-wheeler at the age of 10, 11 on the highway because he has been practicing since he was a toddler, basically.
Maybe. Have you guys ever thought
Okay,
about
it's illegal, right?
It is
maybe,
illegal.
It's
maybe
illegal,
Lewis
right?
Hamilton is actually a shit truck driver. Maybe.
Probably is.
Yeah.
But like what I'm saying
It's an
is
example.
most people are shit truck drivers. What I'm saying is like, okay, I get it that it's illegal and I get it that it's like I can understand why it's frowned upon.
Yeah.
But I'm also saying that in this life, bro, it's like when I used to be when I was a kid growing up and there was a Land Rover Defender in one of the houses when I wasn't staying with the family and I was staying somewhere else. And you know what I used to love to do on Sunday mornings? Sunday mornings for me to just reverse the car out to the gate, yeah, wash the car and then drive it back onto the driveway, right? It was just, I was a kid.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things. I've been shown how to do it.
Yeah,
you know?
and also my folks' logic was mainly because my dad was outstation or he would go very early and come back very late. What if something happens to mom in the house?
Okay.
Will he not be able to drive her to the hospital at any given point?
There's two sides.
I get your point and everything. Which is, I mean, it makes sense. Driving is a life skill. I understand. I think it can
And that's
be.
why I'm such a great
it-
driver.
It can be injected.
You're a good driver.
Thank you.
It can be injected at different points. But my thing is this, right? Me, unfortunately, you guys are not welcome to tell me how to parent my daughter.
Well, it's fine.
And I've arrived at this point of asking myself, does Jojo really need to learn how to drive at the age of 10, going on to 11? No. Why? Because the way things are set up, she probably will have AI driving her.
Wow, let's not even talk about AI, bro.
Did you see that segue?
Let's not even talk about what AI is really there.
You should have him on your podcast.
I know.
So, yeah,
Yo.
for terrible transitions.
Driveless. Yo,
Transitions.
I once
Bad
watched the movie.
transitions.
You know,
Also, listen to double-sided tape. It's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
plug it.
Oh, I'm done. Listen
Okay.
to that. Check it
Every
out.
Sunday.
My uncle Arthur once told me one thing. Every single thing that you see Hollywood creating back in the day, depending on like
I agree. No, I agree.
Yeah,
Fam,
it's-
let me stop you, bro.
Yeah.
When I was growing up,
He
right?
actually stopped him.
Yeah, we used who remember you guys we used to watch Star Trek.
Yeah.
So Star
No.
Trek was like the broke people Star Wars, yeah? And Star Trek was one of the longest.
That's true.
It is. It was like the Star Wars but
Yeah.
for now
Cheaper
TV,
studio, yeah.
right? So now Star Trek, bro, let me tell you.
The
they
holograms.
used to have the phone things.
Yeah.
Where when Mr. Spock is talking to Captain Kirk, right? You see his face on the phone. As a kid, watching that was like,
Whoa.
wow.
You're like,
Here
yo,
we are, FaceTime.
My nigga, they
video
got
call,
FaceTime.
all these things. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I agree with you that things that you see in movies,
Happen.
you see, bro, in New York, you didn't see the story where the New York mayor said they're gonna put out Android police officers.
Yeah, I
This
saw
year,
that.
Android dogs, the little dogs,
Yeah.
bro, that's where it starts.
Farm drones bombing people.
Yeah.
You're like, you watch a movie where a guy, you know, like that. First and foremost, right? I watched this movie called Eye in the Sky. So it's based upon Kenya and how the UK had some terrorists in Kenya and they needed to bomb, right? Like I'm watching the guys, the drone drivers, pilots. They're in Nevada. The guy is refusing to press the trigger for the drone to
Drop the
drop the bomb. The guy is so mortified. He's like, yo, there's a kid, there's what? Ho. I'm like, fam, my nigga, you're in Nevada. The thing is above Kenya.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying to you, bro. It impersonal, like Androids, AIs, and all these things are gonna impersonalize warfare.
True.
You gotta
it's
think about
happening.
it. It's happening, like fam. And I'm telling you, I mean, I don't want to quote Star Wars, bro. But if you remember, man, the biggest threat was the guys who developed the clone army.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? And I'm saying it's logical. It's so logical.
No.
Why would you have police officers out there risking
Their
themselves
lives.
in a shootout
Yeah.
when you can send a droid in there?
Yeah, that's why, like, you go on Twitter and women are saying niggas is bitches nowadays because men don't go to war no more.
Oh, that's what it is. I'll be one.
Is that a
but
takeaway?
I don't
Like-
want to go to war.
I don't want to go to war ever, bro.
Exactly. If Kenya Army started recruiting guys,
But do you think that men are softer than they used to be?
oh hell yeah,
No, life is different. Cause
bro.
yeah.
Think about it. We're having an argument. I tell you, 6 o'clock. Draw your sword. Show me what you're doing, my nigga, please.
Have you been rewatching Game
No,
of Thrones?
no, me, I tell you, let me send my lawyers, bro.
You scallywag! I challenge thee
I
to a duel at 6 in the night.
I love how the whole town is up on like, ding.
No, but think about it, right? Is it
bro.
not like, because you see, it's like, I look at it, right? And I look at like socials and I look at all of these things. It's like, it's so easy for you to act tough because there's no consequence. You get me?
Yeah, we've had that conversation
Yeah,
before.
you know, there's no
Yeah.
consequence. So like, end of the day, like, I think you lose your sharpness as a man when there's no consequence. Like, for example, when the caveman was out there, the caveman couldn't just sit in his cave and look at fire and be like, hey, this is pretty, when they discovered fire. He had to go out there and kill some stegosauruses and brontosauruses, fight gorillas and shit.
Yeah.
And kill them and bring them home, innit? Like,
I know.
Until stuff,
But
right?
now-
Like, show me
But
a man.
now we have Glovo.
What? I know, right?
Exactly. My
Where's-
nigga ate the shrooms, then he was like, damn, we can bring them over here, feed them,
Yeah.
feed ourselves, make it a
Bro.
whole system. Yeah.
Like, when's the last time you fought a monkey?
What?
Well, hey,
Yesterday.
by the way, Sharp, hold on.
Take him away.
By the way, you know, Tonio, you know, Tonio Kibbs now works at Homeboys.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much about that nigga.
Yeah.
Do you know he has a phobia for chickens?
How?
Like chickens.
A man from the lakeside, how?
Bro, he's not even you. So if he's not from the
It's no, like, I'm asking how he's a man from the
he grew
lakeside.
up in Kisumu, but he's not from Kisumu.
Oh, word. Okay.
Right.
Croatian
But
nigga.
still, like, even the DNA.
Anyway, so Tonio is
Austin is
scared of chickens,
disappointed.
right? So today someone sent him a challenge. They were like, would you rather fight a lion once a year? Would you rather fight a lion once a year or fight a chicken every day when you get into your car? My man said he'd
Lion.
rather fight a lion.
Wow.
Any day. Bring it. Let's
Lion.
go.
But you know.
But again,
I can see
from your perspective, it's how you look at it. Cause the smarter we get, the harder we don't need to work. So
Facts.
we make
True.
things work for us from
Facts.
hunting and gathering to now. And we imagine growing up your own food for the food to feed you.
Facts.
And it's a sustainable system. Now, where am I going to hunt again?
You're telling
Yes,
food,
like-
food, come here.
Exactly.
Jump
Like-
into this mouth.
You know,
Man.
I think about like how technology's taken over everything, bro. Like even fam, like you know, G in that era, bro.
They took over
like
Drake,
G
man.
at your prime. Imagine you had to go out to scout for sex,
Still do.
Oh, let's talk about this,
bro.
I had a very,
like you had to dress up. Be
I had
like nowadays you can just be like,
bro. I had a very interesting weekend, by the way. Speaking about scouting for sex. So over the weekend, and I'm sorry I keep on saying this, but if you are friends with a podcaster,
No, don't say that. Do not finish that
I think they
sentence.
already know at
Your
this
con-
point.
your
Say
content.
money.
I think
Your
they
friends
already
is
know.
no money,
Not
your
me.
content.
your content. So I basically so I went out to dinner on Saturday with
Ooh.
two people are getting married. So I was being introduced to the to be wife. So conversation is raging, really good conversation. And then I said, I was like, yo, so you know what's crazy? Like, you know, as an older guy, like, I still find it amazing how you can just go on the app and find love and sex and whatever. And it's like, Didn't you tell him how we met? I was like,
There's the story.
hello.
Story.
Yeah.
By the way, are we having dessert?
Yo,
There's the story.
you
Move
saw
on
that
real
you saw
quick.
that thread on Twitter. Couples, what, tell us how you guys
Yeah.
met. Half of that shit was online.
Twitter, Tinder,
Yeah, because-
Instagram,
and
TikTok.
especially
Those are paid actors.
and no, but
that
also
doesn't happen, man.
no, but
Me, I've
during
not seen it
especially
happen.
apparently during the pandemic,
Yeah.
that's when those dating apps because you couldn't go out to meet no
You
one.
couldn't.
You know what I mean,
Yeah, you needed
True.
someone in
Actually-
the crib,
So
bro.
how you used to do it back in the day?
bro. Back in the let me tell you, back in the day. Let me
Tell
give you the
me,
back in the
tell
day
me.
shit, right?
Yeah.
Bro, do you know one of the key things back in the day when you're going out?
No, I
What
don't
you
know.
used to have
What a
a
pen.
pen, bro.
Yeah.
Or to
Are you
write your
really
number.
Bro,
What?
you used to have a pen. So basically, when you go out, bruv, like remember, this is before WhatsApp, before IG, before Facebook, before all the phones were just phones, bro. You get me? And then in those days, even with the phones of those old school phones, entering and saving a number was not the easiest thing to do. You get me? So you used to like, bro, we used to go out, like as in go out, dress up, go to house parties, and obviously in the Caribbean culture, as Chance the Rapper has discovered this week, in the Caribbean culture, bro, like that whole what people consider erotic dancing is very, very, like, you know, it's very, very normal.
It
So like
smells like-
when you go to
Yeah.
the house parties now, see, it's like when, like even that song by Nex, Too Close. Step there, I'm feeling a poke coming through on you, bro. That's how it used to be in the house parties. Bro, by 3, 4 a.m., it's just slow jams. It's just slow jams. And you're just like,
You know
bro, they
what
used to
I
call it,
wanna
they used to
do.
call it wallpaper music. Because you see, we used to have throw the parties in houses.
Everybody on the wall.
So by the time now you're on the wallpaper's rubbed off. You get me?
Wow.
So they used to call it
I
wallpaper
love it.
music. And in those days, like those house parties used to go on until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Damn.
They'd block the windows so that the sunlight doesn't come in. So the two things you left your house with was, one was a pen and the second was a pair of sunglasses.
So that when you
So
walk
when you come
out,
out of the house at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon,
The
bro,
sun, yeah.
I remember.
Where the rubbers at?
I mean, I guess it's the liquors in me. Let's talk. I remember.
Oh, the sauce is
The
Damn.
alcohol's here. I remember the first woman I ever took home from a house party. 19 years old, South London. And this is the first older woman that I ever got with. And I met her in the boy, really, oh my god, we were so free back
Man
in
is
those
having
days.
flashbacks.
Right? Met her in the house party, bro. And met her in the house party. Went back to her
What you
house.
tell her though at a house party? Like, isn't it
Bro,
loud?
'cause
What's
no.
the game? What's the game at
Look
this
at it.
time?
The game
Because
is the same,
let me
Bana.
finish.
No, can be the same.
Let me finish the game. Remember, you're dancing with this chick. You're both liquored up. And you're dancing with her and it's slow wines and shit. You know what time it is.
You know what time it is,
You know what time it
yes.
is.
You know what
Fam,
time it is.
I can say on this podcast, she took me to her house. She fucked me.
So
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
So you know, you've actually just. I love what you've said. You know why? Because you've said it's part of the culture, right? Jamaica, everything, right?
No, this is
You've-
UK, but
UK,
it's UK.
right?
I
it's-
left Jamaica, go back to UK.
But you see that kind of dancing and everything, bro. It's only leading to one thing, fam. Like, let me ask you guys this. So that video surfaces
With who?
of your chick doing some shit to another nigga like that.
No, but there's levels.
Yeah.
You got to think about it. So let's talk about the Chance the Rapper, right? Bro, let me tell you, when you go carnival, bro, even the president of Trinidad is out there in the street
getting a
fetting,
wine.
catching a wine.
Not.
It's
Damn.
cultural, bro. It's like, bro, you
Now I have
dance.
to be
You,
president.
when you go to like Juve, like even to this day, there are people in the UK who always threaten me every single year. They're like, yo, G, we still have those pictures from Trinidad. And they're going to release the pictures. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen that picture where there's,
I've
there's
seen.
a picture there where I'm
Two
shower
girls.
with two chicks in,
Yeah.
in the shower. Right? Fam, that's not, we've just come back from Carnival, from Juve, and we're both, 3 of us are in the shower. And they're washing me off. And like somebody might think, raw, go on for that. It's just there's nothing to it.
There's a babe who actually put out a tweet and was just like, this is why I can't date anybody who's white or outside my culture, because they're not going to understand that this is just a wine.
It's just a wine.
I mean, the booty smack was like, whoa, okay, now you're pushing it. But then outside your culture, you're trying to tell someone it's just a wine.
And this is why even this week, like I saw, shout out to DJ Otis, I saw him tweet, we should have a Caribbean carnival in Nairobi. And I said to him, you do realize this is a cultural expression.
Yeah.
It's not like what you think. It looks wild. Pass is different. That's
So
nuts.
let me ask you this, right? Like, that's a culture thing. What about for the shorties who ain't got no ass?
Bro, look at it this way. Let me
Doesn't
explain.
matter.
So let me break it down to you, right?
What are you trying to
booties
rap?
matter.
Let me
too,
break
bro.
it down to you. Let me tell you how it works, right? So you see, like in Carnival, yeah? So in Carnival, you have different sections, different pies, different troops, right? So for example, this is the mics are open, right? The mics are open might have 20 different sections. And you pay, when you buy your Carnival costume, you're in a section, right? So in your section, as you march down behind the truck, what you've paid for covers your alcohol, covers your costume, covers all of that stuff. So the people who are in your section, you're just whining on anybody because they're in your section, isn't it? And maybe you might even buck up somebody in a different section who you bust a little wine. Once the parade has gone through the streets of Trinidad, right, it goes across a big stage. And then the section or the troop that has the biggest reaction when they go across the stage is crowned the Carnival Kings or the road march champions. So it's competitive. There's a road march song.
Oh, that's different energy.
You get me? So,
That's
then,
different energy.
so then you see like all of these big artists. Like let's think about all the big artists. Everybody releases a new song at say November, and this song is vying to be the road march song. And then you see basically, so you have a road march champion who's the song which is the troop that goes across the stage. The big stage is called and gets the biggest response. Then you have the song that becomes the most popular song, and that becomes and it's all up until Lent, till the beginning of Easter. Bro, when you listen to radio in Trinidad, for example, you'll hear those same 15 songs over and 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 over. Bro, the minute Carnival finishes and you listen to the radio the next day, you're back to hip hop.
Wow.
Damn.
That's interesting.
It's so dope. The first time I went to Trinidad, I've been there twice. The first time I went to Trinidad Carnival, I was roadman. Fucking wearing no Carnival costume, you mad? I ain't wearing no costume.
I ain't
I ain't wearing no costume.
Black Air Force
Like, I ain't doing that, bro.
Ski mask.
You see, when I got there, I was like, yo, run the costume, fam. Run
Ready.
the costume.
Well, my
One
brother's
time.
that.
But I think for me,
Carnival is so much fun.
what like, is there any other dance styles?
Just whine. You're whining.
The whole fucking time.
Yes.
Why you saying it like it's a bad thing,
It's
bro?
not a bad thing.
For me, that whiny shit is tiring, fam.
Bro,
Remember, bro, think about it, bro. Think about it. You have prepared for Carnival for 6 fucking months.
Niggas have been hitting
Guys
the
are in the
gym.
gym.
Man.
Not even
Niggas
a
are hitting
joke.
the gym.
No, I'm not talking about being tired. Guys.
No, bro, I remember-
No, but can we have some other dance styles?
Like
No,
what?
bro,
Can we
Leg
rub my
walk,
tongue?
you
First thing you can barely dance.
Remember,
I'm
We'd
talking
rather stick to the
I
wine.
represent the
remember
brothers who ain't
you're
about
only
that.
seeing that part. Remember, you've been on the road since fucking. So Juve starts at 4 a.m. till
Jeez.
sunrise. Yeah, you go home, you go at the hotel, you sleep, you shower, you come back out on the road. Yeah. Remember, the videos are only showing you the whining part.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a part where you're chipping behind they call it chipping behind the truck, where you're eating food, because what you've spent covers your alcohol and your food. So there's a big truck that's just got alcohol and food, bro. By the time you've been fetting in that hot sun for however long, bro, it's like you. And remember, the parade goes around the entire town. So you're covering miles. Like Port of Spain ain't that big, but you're covering miles.
Yeah.
You get me? Bro, it's a whole, I call it,
It's an experience.
It's an experience, bro. Like, I can't even explain how amazing
Man,
Carnival
Chance
is,
the
bro.
Rapper had a bodyguard who was out there looking
Yeah.
right behind him.
And then you see, it was so unfair on Chance. What was, like, you go to Jamaica, you go to Carnival, Fam, your chance the rapper, you wind up on everything.
Exactly.
Also, we don't know the kind of relationship he has with their wife. Maybe this is something that they're okay with.
Maybe the wife is somewhere in the crowd too, you know, kind of giving
But what I'm
wine.
saying to you, from a Caribbean culture, no woman's gonna be like, it's just a wine, bro.
It's just a
It's
wine.
not a big deal.
I mean, I agree. Even here, it's just a wine.
Hey, Wuku, you have to sign a contract before you catch a wine, bro. Bombo clat. Nothing.
Yeah, but I think that's because you, Lord, African men are so much more like, especially
Scandalous.
Nigerians. You
Yeah.
guys are like, bro, let me tell you, Nigerians and their women, them niggas are ready to fight like in a second.
Let's go.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, bro.
Oh,
like,
God.
Like if your chick ever tells you, hey, I'm going to Nigeria for a trip, your best hire G4S.
it's a lot, bro. Like, I remember
really
there's a
is.
time when, in the early days of when I was doing radio, I think I've told this story before, where our studio was in a Nigerian chick's house. Yeah, it's pirate radio. It's pirate radio.
okay.
I've told this story before, isn't it?
Yeah.
And me and whatever.
Shorty.
And then her ex,
Man was a
who was
pirate
on the
for real,
station. No, man.
Captain Jack
Bruh.
Sparrow, man.
I brought you all the way from Lekki to here,
Bro,
to come be with this one.
You'll remember
Yeah,
this
man.
one day.
this
You
is that,
almost caught
like
Captain Jack Sparrow, man.
when this Nigerian dude found out that like I'd been with this chick, bro, it's bad. He beat her, bro.
Oh no.
It's bad, man.
Where were you?
Damn.
UK, Brixton.
No.
Where
Where were
was
you?
Oh,
Yeah,
where
I
were you
wasn't
when
there.
she was being okay?
I wasn't there, but I was a
you,
bit.
you should be in jail. No.
What did I do?
For having whooped that guy.
No,
Go look for him.
me.
Yeah.
Yo,
You had been.
Yo.
What do you call it?
it was her ex. It was her ex. It doesn't make it right, obviously.
Yeah.
But bro, I'm 19 years old. What the fuck you want me to do? Go play Superman?
No. Come on. Yeah.
Then,
Hapana.
No.
Is it
Bro,
an avatar, hit it and
I
go,
thought
bro.
real men died in the age of social media. They've been dead
Oh
a
my
while.
God.
Damn, G. Fam. Like,
Nah,
what?
fam. I wasn't picking up that fight, bro. That wasn't my fight.
Never
You know what
fought
I mean?
because of Shodi.
No.
Never had
No,
Shodi's
man.
fight. over
Bro, I
you.
saw a TikTok the other day where a woman was being robbed. And
And the guy dipped. I saw.
The guy dipped.
so the man and the woman are walking down the street. The guy comes on the border, robs the chick. Bye.
The guy pulled up a gun and tried to hold a babe. The guy saw it. He was just like,
Not today.
not me.
Are you ever gonna come back
The
from
poor
that?
girl, after she had been robbed, the guy's dip, and the babe is looking back for the man. Them, the guy has split.
But these questions, they're usually asked in the streets. Like, if something like that goes down, do you expect the man that you're with to fight for you or to at least
I mean,
protect you?
yeah,
Hell yeah.
Would you do the same for him if he was being attacked?
No.
I'm a woman.
And see why he ran? See why he ran?
No, see,
'Cause at
look.
the end of the day, that would have been your excuse. This nigga, he knew this is my life. I'm not gambling with my life. Adios.
One person has to survive this.
Yeah, it's gonna
and
be
it's
me.
me.
I'll tell the kids it was real.
No,
magic.
it's the same way for me. Like you're a man. Also, if you're walking around at night, of course I expect you to. I trust you to protect me to some extent. You get what I mean? Firstly, why have you taken me out for a
Yo.
fucking stroll in the middle of
wait,
the night?
I did hold a gun to you.
Let
Now
me tell
see,
you.
it's become
Let me
conditional
tell you,
now.
Ash, I'm gonna protect you, man. You know what I'm
Thank
gonna do?
you.
Gee.
Wait, can I just say, I'm gonna whip up my phone. They'll be like, "World stop!"
I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna
This
say.
thing is.
I thought
Let
you were
me
gonna
ask
say
when
you
you're
just
walking.
you just use your tummy. Okay.
Let me ask,
that
when you're
was-
walking
No,
with a
but you
babe,
know, here's
shut
the
up,
thing.
let me
Damn.
say this. When you're walking with a
No.
babe, what side do you let her walk on?
Inside, not to the road.
See?
Yeah, my left side. Yeah.
But maybe she's the man in the
You don't know
relationship.
about the left side rule?
It's
it's
usually
the
the
same.
left
Away
side.
from the road.
Yeah.
Away from the road. Same
Yeah.
thing as your child. If you're walking with a child, you put them on the. I mean,
What
fuck
if
them
now
kids. But
So what if I'm attacked from my side?
But-
So
and
let
you
me
have
ask
the
you,
chance to help me. Are you gonna help me or are you gonna run?
If you and your chick are walking in
See,
Karura,
Ashley, the fact that you thought about
Bro.
it, that's why the guy ran.
no, but
you
listen,
wouldn't defend
physically, I feel like you will be more. you would have a better chance of whooping their asses than I would.
So I'm
you're
getting
more
jumped.
advantaged. No, you're more advantaged physically than I am. I'm a lady.
And that's the problem now.
Nakuru.
Yo,
That's the problem. So,
No, let me say this. Like in Nakuru, I try to use what I have,
It didn't
which
work.
is my tiny little voice.
didn't work,
You
did
know,
it?
I was like, stop.
Fam,
So you want me to go shopping with you? You want me to become like one of your girlfriends so that you can spill the tea, have someone to gossip with. But when I need you to be mandem, you run away.
There's no way I
Nigga.
can be mandem, okay? I'm not born with dick.
anyway, speaking about that, anyway, I'll say this right. 2 things I'll say. Man, I'm the man that likes to be spooned, so fuck that shit. Anyway, so
I'm with
moving,
you, bro.
moving,
You're on your own.
moving on.
You're on
I'll
your own.
protect you if a woman is trying to fight you.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
I don't need your protection then.
Did you guys see that video? It was a transgender. Lord, you know it's so difficult to. It was a
The
man.
spectrum has become
A
too.
man who was transitioning into becoming a woman, and he was having an argument with.
Are they committed?
I didn't get into it, but let me finish. So he was trying to. There was a guy on the stage, and he was saying to the guy. He said to the guy, the guy says that there's 2 definitive genders, and he goes, "You're wrong. If you look at biology, it shows that your sex exists on a wide spectrum." The guy on the stage said to the guy, "Okay, cool. So you're a paramedic," and the
I saw
lady
this.
says yes. He goes like, "Okay, so if you meet a man who says that he's injured or there's a medical emergency, and he tells you that he's having a miscarriage,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
yeah.
what would you say? Would you examine him for a miscarriage?" And the woman was like,
No.
"No."
Oh yeah. Once they start
Bro,
hesitating, yeah.
It's such like I watched that video and thought to myself, it's like it's one of those ones where in 5 to 10 years time, or even less, bro, it's gonna be not so much in Africa, but in the West, it's gonna be so murky for young people and definitions
True.
of where they are and who they are.
I've been watching a lot of, so it's this one specific guy, I don't remember his name, but he has Keith something. He has a lot of those videos where he's standing and listening to people questioning him. And like I understand where he personally is coming from, which is, it just makes sense, you know, because a lot of these things people say for the sake of saying. And we're going to respect everybody's point of view, but then it's the same thing with like vegans. Like, why don't impose it so much on me that you're literally putting down my throat, where I'm not bothered. Not even that I'm not bothered. Like, I respect what you want to do, what you want to call yourself, or what you want to identify as, but you can't force me to actually see it that way. So it's I don't know. It's so
like
confusing.
Morgan asking that activist,
Yeah.
what if I want to identify as a black lesbian, and she had no comeback for
Yeah.
that? You know, because we see who you are. You can't. There's some things that it's at the moment as we look at its logic. You know, it's 1 + 1.
And
but
there's a woman who was
hey.
also saying like the one question this guy always asks is, what is a woman? So this woman was trying to explain what a woman is. She is a woman. And there are other trans people who are there who are just like, but you can't say that, you can't. And she's saying, see, this is a problem. Me as a woman, I've been a woman my whole life. You have chosen to be a woman, you know, but you're dictating what I'm gonna think, how I'm gonna think about things, and you're also judging how I'm saying things. So why am I meant to listen to what you're saying, but you can't listen to what I'm saying? Like the lines are so blurred, it's crazy.
I feel like it's just one of those things. To be honest, everybody at some point will kind of get it wrong in terms of understanding. Because, I won't lie, how I grew up, and when Mr. and Mrs. Kamau used to teach me in school, even reading that book, it was boy girl. You get what I mean? It's now we live in a very different world where who is this? And I mean, everybody's human. They are
And
right
at some point, everyone's gonna get it wrong.
Yeah.
you get. So I feel it's just like one of those things where, in as much as we're in Kenya, where it's been fought and everything, we kinda actually have to learn, because at the end of the day, as a human, I need to be decent enough to accommodate you for who you are and how you take yourself. But if I don't know, so there's a lot of unlearning and learning that needs to be done. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Because imagine, here we are, mics are open, we've gone on tour, we're in the UK, we're meeting our fans and everything.
We're already cancelled.
You get, boom. You meet this homie who's done a change, wants to be referred as this, you know, doing all of that. Yo, what's up, homie? Fam.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Just out of us not being exposed to it, you know, that worldview.
But then at the same time, the same sensitivity should be, if you asked me, reciprocated. For example,
I agree.
You can't, or I feel like you taking offense in me getting your reference wrong is already imposed, because teach me or show me how I can go about it if I went about it the wrong way.
I agree.
Yeah.
The energy has kind of been very upside down, for lack of a better word. But I feel like why a lot of the, you know, the community, why they kind of go at it towards that, you're coming from a world where majority of people are, it's A or B, definitive like that, right?
Yeah.
And you tell people, I want to be this, and you're being fought. So there's a lot of that energy. So it's just like, you know, like how the Mau Mau, when their land was taken from them, they're fighting back. It's a human thing to fight back like that. You're on the defense. It's very human, right? So I think it just needs to get to a point where the world will be like, yo, let everybody be who they are. You know what I mean? If this is who you want to be. So we're not there yet, but with the strides that have been made.
Anyway, I identify as a Cuban cigar seller. Because I just think that like being in Havana selling cigars must be the dopest, most chilled out shit ever.
How do you picture your retirement?
Like selling Cuban cigars. I don't think I thought about it. I don't think I'm ever gonna retire.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna.
I see you buy a Beats.
I'm gonna. Yeah. I mean,
rejecting calls as always.
Yeah.
Sipping a mimosa at 10 a.m.
No, bro. Like I see life, and this is how I see life, and that's a fantastic question, right? I think that I see myself working, right? Even outside of doing radio and outside of doing this and outside, I see myself working in this space, but now using my brain to elevate it to another level, so that at the end of the day, it's like one of those ones where I'm not necessarily on camera or on the microphone, but we're doing some epic, sector changing shit in the background, right? Because I think given my life in radio, I've had so much free time. Like I was speaking the other day, I've had so much free time in life. Like, bro, there are people out there who work 9 to 5. Since I started radio all those years ago, I've never done more than a 4-hour show. So imagine doing a show.
It's not recommended. I wouldn't recommend.
So I've never. So out of 24 hours in a day, job was only been 4 hours.
Yeah.
And it's giving me a level of freedom and giving me a level of appreciation for having time.
Yeah.
Like when I speak to my bro, and my bro has so many things that he's doing, and like going through so many things with the company and this and this and this and this. I think to myself, wow, as much as he's in a different phase of financial freedom than I am, I don't know if I'd give up my life for his life. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So for me, I don't know. The issue is, I think how my retirement looks is, I think, and it's a free plug, I think there's a house in Tbilisi with my name on it.
Nice.
Where is that at?
Tbilisi is just off Waikiki Way.
Ukoju.
And also, it's
Before
like
sight.
a very interesting conversation I had with a pal of mine over the weekend. I see us building a community. And this is what I think about. I'm in a different phase of life, but like, I'm having conversations with people who are like, you know what? That Tbilisi idea is a great idea. Let's go to Tbilisi and build our own community. You imagine, and it only takes 4 of you.
Yeah.
4 or 5 of you to go and invest in that particular place and that's your community. Because it's a new, and I like the house at Tbilisi. Then I see myself spending time in Amsterdam, spending time, not so much time in the UK, just in and out, but also Miami. So Miami,
Selling
because
Cuban cigars.
my bro has a situation happening there. So I see Miami, I see Jamaica. But
Fair
that's until.
No, don't
Yeah,
give it a
that's-
time frame. Just let it be.
No, but I say that's until whenever.
Funny, do you have a retirement picture
No,
in your
not
mind?
really, honestly.
I don't know how I'm paying for it though. But yeah, that's the plan.
doesn't
The Lord is
matter.
gonna
It doesn't
provide.
matter, bro.
Yeah.
I don't really have I don't have a plan for tomorrow. So
We have a plan for tonight, though.
I don't actually. I'm just going to the gym, but I don't really I haven't thought it through. Yeah.
For me,
Your dog.
yeah. More dogs, of course.
Of course, you're a hoe.
For me, oh wow. I think
God.
each and every single passing day. For me, I just realized employment ain't it.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, every damn day, bro. we love our jobs.
Like
for
for me, I mean, and also, you don't know how life is gonna come out to be and everything. You could say that, and then you really need to be in employment because a couple of things that you're working on haven't done
Come
to
what
fruition
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I feel like a vacation for me would be the liberty of knowing that, yo,
But you know what? In this creative economy, I don't think that's too far. I don't think that's far away.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, look at someone like, for example, look at someone. Let me use an example. Natalie Tewa, or even let me give this other guy his props, Bingy, right? These are people whom are doing that content creative stuff and making a living from it.
True.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And making a good Dennis.
Yeah.
Ombachi. You know, Dennis getting bigged up by the video. You know what I'm trying to
yeah.
say?
Yeah.
That
It's
was
like
massive.
so it's like there. I think in the space that we inhabit and where we are as humans, there's gonna be a chance where, ironically, the thing you do for fun is what
what's gonna
sustains
pay you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You get me?
Amen to that.
And the thing about it is, but the question now becomes, when the thing that you do for fun sustains you, does it become work?
It's a paid hobby.
Because somebody asked me a question. Tony asked me a question today, and he goes, "How does it feel doing the podcast today as opposed to when you guys first started?" And if you guys remember we used to record the podcast after the Friday show.
Yeah.
So vibe, it was just a vibe. Fabs would be sitting in the cut, making his comments.
yeah.
The episodes were half an hour long.
Yeah.
But
The
now
random and
you
stupid
can't
and
lie.
crazy,
You can't lie. It doesn't feel like that anymore. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel as much as guys say you guys have fun. It doesn't feel like that today. Because I could have easily said to you guys today, bro, you know what? My energy levels are low today. That's why I have the alcohol.
Yeah, but you see, it's something all
Happy
creatives
juice.
Happy
experience. Even something that you love, like say, I love playing basketball. Yeah, these times when I was even playing for the school team, I'm like, damn, I have to go for practice right
Yeah.
now, or damn, we have gym right now. I know I love my sport, I love what I do, but there's those days, even relationships, you look at your person and they're like, damn, I'm tired of your face, but I love you, man.
Damn.
I just need some space. No, I'm being for real.
Yeah,
for real.
for sure,
So
for sure.
I think it happens with everything. So I wouldn't take that as a moment to maybe decide on my next moves. I just let it pass, just come and go, cause next week you might come here feeling all fired up and going like, guys, just press record. No stories before the
Let's
podcast.
go.
Let's
Yeah.
just go. I can't contain it
Yeah.
anymore. So yeah, just want
And the irony is also that as much as I came here today feeling like foggy minded, I've really enjoyed the pod today. So
Yeah.
it's one of those ones, man.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no worries, man. And as usual, everything we wrote down to talk about, we haven't actually spoken about.
We actually have. We've
We
talked
have?
about a
I
couple
have.
of things. Well, yeah.
I get the assignment done. I
There
get
you
the
go.
job done. It's Eid this weekend, another long weekend.
No,
Plans?
Andy. Big up our Muslim friends, bro.
I'm here for it.
Bro,
I'm here for
our Muslims come in clutch every
Indians, man,
year.
me, I still have beef, bro.
Indians
I
give
still
us
have beef,
nothing.
man.
Yo, they give us biryani. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
They give you biryani.
And
All
samosa.
day.
These
Yo,
guys are giving us a
whole
holiday,
day, bro.
a whole long weekend, bro. And
You know what I
food for free.
I can't
Amongst
relate.
other things
You know,
that are being opened
you know, the greatest
this
thing is
weekend. I'm here to receive.
the greatest thing is tomorrow I have a gig. I'm going to Dubai, and
Wow.
I was just
love
like,
how you just.
no. Shout out
Yeah.
to my Dubai crew. I'll be with you on Sunday.
Yeah. What are you playing at?
Um,
Remember the name? Okay.
I'm playing at a club called Culture in Dubai, right?
Oh.
Yeah, shout out to Babu and the man them. But the greatest thing is now with Eid falling, you know, I was now in two minds like shit.
How's it gonna
I'm gonna
be?
miss the Monday show. Like now I'm like, motherfuckers, there's no show on Monday. I'm out the building. You know what I mean? So if you are in Dubai, come hang out, huh?
Must be nice
I'm
to
gonna
visit
try and
Mani.
do link in from Dubai.
But you have two other guys in studio, so
Yeah, I know, but
bro, if it were me and Neville, I'm sure there's no you're gonna show up for. Yeah, like guys, you know.
it's not you and Neville. No, like you guys were at different levels of your development.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
for
Do you know what I
sure.
mean?
Okay.
It's Tonio's been there for 2 weeks. Brian's been there for a couple of months. You know, end of the day, you guys were natural. This is what you guys studied for.
Oh, thank you.
Do you know what I mean?
Thank you, man.
Like,
No,
do you
you're a
know?
good scout. You're a good
Including
scout.
me.
I listened to you two on Saturday just gone. Fab, you guys show like you're natural, like
Effortless.
effortlessly.
Yeah,
Man.
we go church every Saturday.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
damn.
you. Pierre, someone needs to
I've
put
just-
us on,
I've
honey.
It could happen every day if you all wanted it. But
Yeah,
I've just been
Yeah.
sent the best.
I would listen to you two every day, like no lie.
Thank you.
Yeah,
The chemistry
thank
is
you.
unmatched,
Chemistry's real.
isn't it?
crazy.
I've just been sent the best photo ever.
Is it you and your dog?
if it's not us,
Are you staring at Austin like
Yo,
that?
I've just been sent the best photo ever.
I'm sure it's.
There's two types of people in life.
See,
end this
again.
Yo,
What are we looking at?
two types
What's
of
that?
people in life, bro.
Or the parking.
They
Oh,
park just because they're ready to
Endport.
take off. Just like
She
that.
is literally parked like this.
Send him the
this is
picture.
how you know. Guys who drive manual. When they park on gear one. They don't leave it on free.
Ready?
The moment the car starts like this,
End the pod.
Who sent this to you?
Literally
Is it on the
thinking out the box.
My name's G-Money.
and the young.
Ashley.
I can't park.
When we say your name, we move on, bro.
Oh, Big C.
He never even says his name anymore. Like we're used to it.
Adios, man. Happy Eid to all of
Happy
my brothers and
Eid.
sisters and everybody
Yeah,
else,
happy
man.
Eid. Call
Yeah,
us
Eid Mubarak.
where
Yeah.
the Wali at.
Oh wait! Shout going out to Grouchy.
Oh, man, that's
damn.
coming
Oh,
back.
Australia,
Hey, Grouchy,
like
man.
Killed it.
killing
He
Australia.
was there how long? 1.5 weeks?
One
or
of,
what?
like, almost 2 weeks, man,
Yeah.
doing his thing
A
on
whole
tour.
Australian tour.
And not only that, it was beautiful seeing that all of the venues were all full.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
good.
You know what I mean?
beautiful.
So, big up
Shout
Grouchy,
going out
man.
to all the Australians out there, man.
Yeah,
Some
man.
love.
All the Kenyans, not the
All the
Australians.
Kenyans out
Yeah,
there.
damn,
Oh,
man.
those are bare
Yeah.
Kenyans, man.
Yeah, man. Bless, mom.
Later.